In the words of Jim Rohn, motivation is what gets you started. Habits is what keep you going. When we have an idea, at times we can be extremely excited starting it. We are motivated to do something. You have a big vision and you are happy getting it started. And that's why we have so many unfinished products in the world today, or unfinished vision and commitments, because people were motivated to start it. You jump into it, but you realize you need something else to keep you going. So motivation is good. It's good to be motivated. Maybe you read a book, hope sparked something in you, or you got an idea from somebody, or something just started in you to start a vision, to start a dream, to start something. That's motivation. But what keeps you going is not the motivation that keeps you started. What keeps you going after the spark is gone is your habits. And this is Adapt and Advance video number 23, which means we've been moving on for at least 23 weeks. And the title today is Build Habits and Success Will Follow You. Build habits and success will follow you. And we just gave the quote of Jim Rohn that motivation is what gets you started, habit is what keeps you going. And we always use the MAPLAN principle, MAPLANP. So M meaning making. And the meaning making today is from the quote by Jim Rohn and from his own real life story. Jim Rohn, once a broke farm boy, transformed his life through various habits that helped him, daily disciplines. He talked about journaling, he talked about reading, he talked about personal development routines. All of that were going on. Journaling, reading, personal development routines, and all of that came together. His habits eventually made him one of the most respected motivational speakers, meaning making. A is action, and I put it to you that no success is built without consistent action. Also, no habit is built without consistent action. There's a saying that to build an habit, you need to do something daily for 21 days. Some school of thought says 30 days, whichever school of thought you are in. To build an habit, you've got to consistently do it over a certain number of days for it to become an habit. So action here is telling us you build good habits by consistently doing things that are important. And the example I'm going to give here is Hal Elrod, the author of The Miracle Morning. He shared a story in his book, very graphic, of how he was involved in a terrible road traffic accident with a drunk driver driving a big truck running into him. It was terrible. He was into depression. His life was like shattered right before him. Doctors were not sure of his future. Even everything was like turned upside down. But with consistent action, he talked about, that was when he discovered, some of the disciplines he shared in his book, The Miracle Morning, which I've talked about in other videos. And all of these consistent actions helped him to overcome the depression, helped him to even take a decision that this accident is not going to ruin me. Rather, this accident, I'm going to come out of it successfully. And he did. He's still alive and well today, and he's gone through even more difficult things after that time. He's gone through financial depression, he's gone through a cancer, and all of that has not been able to stop him because he built his life on consistent habit. He talked in his book about savers, SAVERS, which we've talked about in other videos. Those are things that can help you. Habits matter. And the wisdom here is action bats transformation. So start with one habit, it stacks up over time. And the next point is P, which is planning. And I'll give an example here of somebody, most of us are familiar with Benjamin Franklin. You can schedule your life. He used a structured daily planner with time blocks for personal improvement, reflection, productivity. And there are so many success stories that have used similar method, even to help them continue to grow. So planning is, you've got to plan your habits. You've got to find a place in your daily routines to fix those habits that are very, very important to you. Successful habits don't happen by chance, they are scheduled. Successful habits, they do not happen by chance. So you've got to schedule the habits that can help feed your ability to be successful in life. And the morning is very, very important. What you do first in the morning is important. Exercise, plan even what you're going to eat, write down the things you want to do for the day, prioritize based on your plan, say your mission statement to yourself. All of that, they are very important things to do. So you've got to schedule your habits. Schedule your habits. Successful habits don't just happen by chance. And L brings us to learning, which is very important. And I will use the book, which I've shown us so many times. I'm showing it again, The Miracle Morning. It's one of the books that has transformed my own personal life over the past year. So if you've not read it, please get it and read it. I encourage you to. There's just a lot of things we're going to learn. In chapter 9, it talks specifically about habits, how important habits can be even to our lives. Habits are improved through reflection and knowledge. Personal development is non-negotiable. Yes, personal development is non-negotiable. So you've got to make a decision to develop your life, to make sure that you are going forward. And what is personal development? One of it is you read books, you learn from people who have succeeded. You go for training, you pay for coaches to help you. One of the biggest coaching program I've attended personally this year, which I've shared with you, is the self-publishing.com coaching, which is in an entire year, starting November 2024 and it ends November this year. But it opens me up to a lot of coaching opportunities, a lot of mentors, a lot of people who have published, who are successful in, doing well with the books they've published. So I'm learning every day, every single step. So I'm not struggling to publish my first book at that an advance, which should be out by the time you are watching this video. Fully, it should be almost out, May 2025. But the point is, I never felt alone throughout this process. There's no time I had a question that I don't have somebody to answer the question for me. So learning is very important. And like I always encourage us, at least one book every month is my recommendation. I do one every week. So it's important for us to read books, learn from others. Personal development is compulsory. So alliance formation, which is A in MAPLAM, habits are contagious. So surround yourself with people who have the kind of habits that you desire, either physically, literally, or virtually, maybe through the reading of their books. I surround myself with so many people that I don't even see physically because I read one book every week, and that helps me. You could see a long list of books just right behind me, and so many other books here and there. All of this helps me to actually have virtual friends of successful people that I learn from. And whenever issues come up, I learn from them what to do and how to do it. But also physical people, even your spouse, your children. Surround yourself with people, your friends and your colleagues at work. Surround yourself with people that will help you to live the kind of habits that you want. And there's this book I showed us, Atomic Habits by James Clear recently, and he collaborated with thought leaders and online communities to reinforce his writing, fitness and productivity habits. So James Clear in Atomic Habits told us he collaborated with a lot of people online to fine-tune a lot of things about his book and other parts of his life, productivity habits. So I'm encouraging us to make sure we do all of this, surround ourselves with people that will help us fulfill our purpose in life. Mission statement: define why your habits matter to you and let it find a way into your mission statement. I always give an example of a mission statement entirely, both for my own personal life and even for the Adapt and Advance movement. And the mission is to fulfill God's purpose and to be the best version of ourselves by moving from one level of success and value to a greater level of success and value part time, and to contribute positively to the life of people around us. What does this mean? It tells us the first thing is to fulfill God's purpose. The second thing is to be the best version of ourselves, which means there is no comparison. One of the things that destroy people's life or that makes people feel so bad is comparing yourself with others. Everybody has a different vision. Everybody has a different calling, and we are all just on different journeys. So you don't have to compare yourself with anybody. So make sure that you all have a mission statement. So that's number one in the mission statement. It tells you that God's supposed to be the best version of yourself and to move from one level of success and value to a greater level of success and value, meaning at every point of your life you are going forward. There's no going backward. There's no stagnation. So make sure you're breaking and you are comparing yourself with yourself, the best version of yourself, best version based on what God has deposited inside of you, not what somebody else is doing or what somebody else is saying. And then to contribute positively to the life of people around us, meaning you are not just taking all of it into yourself alone. You are being a blessing to people around you. Finally, prayers and the Bible. This is where I talk about one Bible verse, 1 Timothy 4:7, which says, discipline yourself for the purpose of godliness. So God wants us to discipline ourselves for the purpose of godliness. And also, it tells us that we can always ask unto Him, ask Him whatever we want Him to do for us. And if anybody of us lack wisdom, we can ask God for wisdom to help us manage our time, to help us build good habits, to help us live the habits that are in line with God's plan and God's purpose for our lives. And that brings us to the end of the video today. Discipline yourself to be the best that God has made you to be. I hope that you've gotten something today from build habits and success will follow you. So build successful habits that will make success to follow you all the time. Don't you start a project with motivation. That's the summary of everything today. But it is the habits that will keep you going and keep you successful throughout at the end of the day. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember to hit the like button. Remember to hit the share too button to share with friends and share on social media widely. And not just all of that. Remember to also leave a comment. Tell me two things. One, how this video resonated with you. What from this video did you pick and that was important to you? And also tell me, the other thing is, tell me something you would like to see me talk about in next videos. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you again very soon.